σήμερα έχουμε τη χαρά να φιλοξενούμε έναν άνθρωπο με μια μουσική αγκαλιά κυριολεκτικά, έτσι, το ακορντεόν. Και η αφορμή για αυτήν τη συζήτηση είναι το 8ο Διεθνές Φεστιβάλ Ακορντεόν Κύπρου, που ανοίγει τις πύλες του αυτήν τη βδομάδα στη Λευκοσία. Έχουμε μαζί μας τον Mark Popov, ο οποίος είναι ένας εξαιρετικά ταλαντούχος 15χρονος Ρώσος ακορντεονίστας, βιρτουόζος του bayan ακόρντεον και ενορχιστρωτής που ζει και δραστηριοποιείται καλλιτεχνικά στην Κύπρο. Παρά το νεαρό της ηλικίας του, θεωρείται έναν από τα πιο υποσχόμενα ονόματα στον χώρο του ακορντεόν διεθνώς. Και έχει πολλά επιτεύγματα και διακρίσεις. Μάρκ μου, I welcome you and I'm really delighted and honored to welcome such a young artist whose talent is nothing less than breathtaking. I've been watching you last night. I think I saw you maybe a video or I saw you before, but I was studying you last night. At just 15 years old, you've already taken the international accordion world by storm. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. It's a great pleasure for me to be here and to perform on such wonderful island and on such different venues. Before this, I performed in Russia in various stages, like Mariinsky Theatre or...
Oh, yes, I've seen that. What an honor.
Yeah, thank you. And Russian State Capella. And here I already performed at around 70 concerts.
Yes.
I played at Larnaca Biennale, Cyprus Comic Con. I also played at Nicosia Municipal Theatre. Yeah.
You're very active both abroad, but also in Cyprus. So, Mark, I want your story. So, you moved to Cyprus, and you have made it your home. What was your first impression of the island when you arrived? And if you have any particular memory, and also I would add to this, as a young artist, how do you find the cultural and artistic scene in Cyprus? Have you felt welcome and supported by the local music community?
Yes. So I moved here around a year ago in summer, and I already gave 2 concerts there, and it was a great pleasure for me. I really enjoyed it because I felt that I was welcomed there.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's a great experience for me, and since then I've been performing very actively, and I always felt that I was welcomed everywhere, whenever I go, whenever I perform. Yes. And I think that Cyprus has a very high level of culture, and people here are very well educated. I often felt that people came after concerts to me and said that, wow, it's such an amazing performance, thank you. And that they miss such a kind of live music, like more classical music. Because my goal is to show that accordion is not only a folk instrument, but also a classical instrument. Everything can be performed on accordion. Like you can play classical music, you can play romantic music, you can play folk music, everything is possible on the accordion.
I've seen you have a very alternative repertoire.
Yes.
It's really amazing. How do you choose your pieces, especially the ones that you've did your own arrangements to a lot of films soundtracks that were...
Yes.
I watched them last night. And like Schindler's List, I think. Yes. And how do you choose your pieces, and what inspires you to explore such different musical worlds? Because as you said, you have such an impressively diverse repertoire, classical, folk, jazz, everything, Latin, the soundtracks of the movies.
Yes. So I choose my pieces by heart, so my heart tells me what to play, and I also rely on what the public wants to hear from me. So I also adjust my repertoire to the venues I'm performing in. Mm-hmm. So for example, if I'm playing in Nicosia Municipal Theatre, I would pick more classical repertoire, more academic repertoire. And if I'm playing, for example, on Cyprus Comic Con, I would choose pieces that would resonate with the public, that would be felt welcomed by the public. Yes. So yes, I do my own arrangements of many popular pieces.
And how do you do that? Do you like feel the need or the obligation to stay faithful to the original, or do you prefer to deconstruct and do your create your artistic identity?
Well, I usually try to keep balanced with this.
Yes.
So I am keeping the original idea and also trying to add something on my own. For example, recently I did my arrangement of Csárdas by Vittorio Monti, a famous Hungarian dance. And I tried to add something from myself, something that I feel that the music needs and that the accordion can show, but also keep the original structure and the original idea of the piece, because I think that for me it's the most important thing.
So it's the balance for
Yes.
you. I understand. So you now live and work artistically in Cyprus, and not only in Cyprus. What does it mean to you to be performing at this year's 8th International Accordion Festival in a place that has already become to feel like home? I hope.
Yeah. So for me it's a great pleasure, great honor to perform. I will be sharing the stage with the International Accordion Confederation President Mirko Potarini. I will be performing at the 5th of June in Nicosia, in Aglasia, on 6:30 on open stage. So I will be opening the festival.
Opening the festival. Yes. Wow, great. So I wanted to ask you something more. I was thinking about it last night. Does living in Cyprus for a year, with its sun and the light and the sea and the rhythms and all these Mediterranean genes all around and music, has it influenced you in any way in your music or creativity?
I think yes, because I was given the opportunity to perform solo and to open myself, because when I first performed at the Cola factory in summer, I played my very loved pieces, and after a concert and during the concert I felt that I was welcomed by the public, and this first impression gave me a huge impulse to perform further and to express myself on different stages, different publics. Yes, so for me it's a very important part of my life, I think, for sure.
This year's festival, and not only this year's, brings together artists from all over the world, and also Cypriots from all over the world. As a musician, especially as a musician that has a different background but lives in Cyprus, how important do you think is to create a dialogue through music between different cultural traditions at a festival like this?
I think it's very important because music is the universal language of the world. Because whether you're Cypriot, Greek, Russian, Italian, music can unite all these nations and help express different people, their feelings to the world, and also help create different networking opportunities for everyone, regardless of their nation, their language they speak.
And the other thing is that the festival is an open stage program, right?
Yes.
So I wanted to ask you the different feeling of participating and performing in a traditional closed hall concert, and the experience of the open stage. Does it give a sense of freedom?
For me, I experience freedom on every stage, so both open stage and both on different venues like theaters. But I think open stage is a little bit different because there people can just walk past and stop there and listen to you. So I think open stage can bring even more people to you and bring awareness to your concert, to your performances. Yes. So I think both of them are very important, and both of them bring joy to our life, let's say. And they both, for me personally, help express my freedom and my feelings.
And I've seen you play, so I think wherever you are, like you said, on any stage, you create this feeling of freedom while you're playing. The accordion is often called the portable orchestra.
Yes.
So, how did you two meet?
So,
How old were you?
yes, I was 7 years old. So it's a very interesting story. We had a party for start of the year when I was in first grade back in Russia. And there I met my first accordion teacher, Alexei Plotnikov. And he said to me, "Do you want to study accordion?" And back then I have no idea what accordion is. And I just agreed. I said yes, because back then I was a very curious boy.
Yes.
So I decided, why not? And later on we arranged our first lesson. And I came there, I was like, what is accordion? Oh my God, it's very interesting. And then he showed me, he played a few pieces, and I was so delighted. I thought, yes, I want to study accordion. And later on, after around 5 years of education, I felt that accordion is my passion. And I want to link my life with accordion and with music itself.
What is it with accordion that you think is like connected to your identity? Like it has a plethora of sounds. It's a very special instrument. I'm not saying that all other instruments are not also special or important, but it is a very special instrument.
Yes, I think all instruments are very important, as you said. But for me, accordion is like the ultimate instrument because it has like everything. It can play symphonic music for every instrument. It can play piano music, it can play organ music, everything. And it can imitate different instruments, but also add something from itself. So I think, yes, it's like the ultimate instrument, both symphonic orchestra, organ, piano, everything you can imagine.
You already, you were a finalist, right? At
Yes.
the 2025 Accordion World Cup.
Yes.
So, and you're already 15, only 15. What is the next big dream or milestone for you?
For me, a big milestone is to win even more competitions and to be known all around the world and to play like different pieces, even more difficult than I play now, even more interesting. Yeah, so I think for me that is my milestone.
If I could ask you to send a message to children or anyone who would like to engage in this instrument, because a lot of people and sometimes a lot of musicians as well fear it's a more difficult instrument. Like for me, it would be very difficult to hold it for first. So, what message would you send for children? For music in generally, engaging in music, especially in this era that it's almost rare to meet teenagers engaging so passionately and professionally in music or in art or in anything. So I would like to have your message on this.
So my message is that every child should study music because it's a very important thing. Because regardless of will you do music in the future, being a kid and studying music can shape your life. It may unlock different skills, like for example, finger velocity, which can help later on. Coordination, because on various instruments you play both hands, so it's a kind of coordination of both hands. And if you're speaking about accordion in particular, it's an instrument that indeed may be a little bit difficult at the start, but later on it will be very easy to play. Because I will quote famous composer Sergei Rachmaninoff, playing the piano is easy, you just need to press different keys at different times. Yes.
Yes. I want to congratulate you again. So we will see you on the 8th International Accordion Festival in Nicosia. And my last question is also a request. If you could play a piece for us, and then we will engage in the second part of this interview. That it's about Κλεοπάτρα Χαραλάμπους, who is the soul behind this festival. And we will watch 2 short videos about the history, but also this year's program of the festival.
Καλησπέρα και ευχαριστούμε για τη φιλοξενία και την πρόσκληση. Είναι χαρά μας να βρισκόμαστε εδώ για να πούμε για το Φεστιβάλ Ακορντεόν Κύπρου. Είναι το 8ο φέτος. Η πορεία του ξεκίνησε πριν το 2018 βασικά. Ξεκινήσαμε από αγάπη για αυτό το υπέροχο όργανο και το 2018 κάναμε το πρώτο φεστιβάλ ακορντεόν στα Πέρα Ορεινής για 2 χρονιές. Μετά το φεστιβάλ πήγε στον Άγιο Θεοδόρο για τις επόμενες 4 και πέρσι ξανά στα Πέρα Ορεινής και φέτος ερχόμαστε στη Λευκοσία. Είναι χαρά μας να βλέπουμε κάθε χρόνο να μεγαλώνει αυτό και κάθε χρόνο να το αγκαλιάζει όλο και περισσότερο ο κόσμος. Ξεκινήσαμε, όπως είπα, με αγάπη για αυτόν τον όργανο και δεν ξέραμε πού θα βγει όλο αυτό. Αλλά είναι όμορφο που και νέοι, αλλά και ενήλικες και ακόμα και παππούδες που έρχονται με τα όργανα τους από την αρχή που ξεκινήσαμε μέχρι τώρα. Και επειδή το ακορντεόν είναι ένα όργανο που συνδέθηκε πολύ με την παράδοση, όλα αυτά τα χρόνια προσπαθούμε να το εξελίξουμε και να μην είναι συνδεδεμένο μόνο με αυτό το είδος μουσικής. Έτσι φέρνουμε άτομα από το εξωτερικό και μέχρι τώρα ήρθαν σπουδαίοι καλλιτέχνες από Ελλάδα και Ιταλία, Γαλλία, όπως ο Παναγιώτης Ζαφυρίου, ο Πασόπουλος, η Εγκάρτια, ο Σιμώνες Ζανκίνη, ο σπουδαίος ακορντεονίστας από την Ιταλία, ο Άρθρο Πακών από τη Γαλλία και διάφοροι άλλοι. Και προσπαθούμε μέσα από το φεστιβάλ να ενημερώσουμε τον κόσμο, να το αγαπήσει όλο και πιο πολλοί κόσμος γίνεται, παιδιά, μέσω εργαστηρίων, όχι μόνο για το ακορντεόν, αλλά και για τη μουσική γενικότερα. Και είναι όμορφο να βλέπουμε μικρούς και μεγάλους να έρχονται πιο κοντά με αυτόν το όργανο, γιατί είναι ένα ιδιαίτερο όργανο. Η πορεία του σίγουρα δεν ήταν εύκολη από την αρχή. Είναι έναν πολύ συγκεκριμένο όργανο και πάντα σκεφτούμασταν πώς θα γίνει, αν θα προσελκύσει κόσμο. Είναι σπουδαίο που βλέπουμε χρόνο με το χρόνο να είναι εκεί, να το προσπαθούμε και να προσπαθεί να εξελίσσεται. Φυσικά δεν θα μπορούσε να γίνει χωρίς τη στήριξη των πολιτιστικών υπηρεσιών του Υπουργείου Πολιτισμού. Και όπως είπαμε και πριν, φέτος ερχόμαστε στο 8ο Διεθνές Φεστιβάλ Ακορντεόν Κύπρου, που είναι εδώ στην πόλη, στη Λευκοσία, και συγκεκριμένα στον πολιτιστικό πυρήνα της Αγλαντζάς. Ξεκινάει αυτό το Σαββατοκυριακό, 5 με 7 Ιουνίου, από τις 10 το πρωί μέχρι αργά το βράδυ, μέχρι ώρα 12 το βράδυ. Θα έχει ανοιχτή εκθέση ακορντεόν για όλους, θα έχει ανοιχτά εργαστήρια, δράσεις για παιδιά, μουσικά εργαστήρια, κατασκευής ανακυκλώσιμων υλικών και μουσικά όργανα, παιδικά διαδραστικά εργαστήρια, εξειδικευμένα εργαστήρια του ακορντεόν με ακορντεονίστες από Ελλάδα, το Θάνο, το Σταυρίδη και τους Ντρόμ, και το Ραφαήλ Κοντή από Ιταλία. Θα έχει συναυλίες με το σπουδαίο ακορντεονίστα και πρόεδρο της μεγαλύτερης εταιρείας ακορντεόν παγκόσμια της Σκαντάλη, τον Μίρκο Παταρίνη. Το Ραφαήλ Κοντή, το Drum, θα έχει DJ για αργά το βράδυ, θα έχει ηλεκτρονική μουσική σε συνδυασμό με τα ακορντεόν, κάτι πολύ πρωτότυπο, πρώτη φορά να έρχεται στο φεστιβάλ. Και θα έχει την Κυριακή, είναι ο γύρος με τα ακορντεόν στον πολιτιστικό πυρήνα, και θα κλείσουμε με έναν γυναικείο μουσικό σχήμα της Ανεράιδες που θα τραγουδήσουν τραγουδιά της Νότιας Ιταλίας. Προσκαλούμε όλους τους μικρούς, μεγάλους να έρθουν, να δουν, να μάθουν τι είναι αυτό το όργανο, να ακούσουν. Θα έχει και pop-up market για τη στήριξη των artists, φαγητό και ποτό στο χώρο, και θα χαρούμε πάρα πολύ να σας δούμε εκεί.
8ο Διεθνές Φεστιβάλ Ακορντεόν Κύπρου 5 με 7 Ιουνίου. Φέτος το φεστιβάλ έρχεται στην πόλη και συγκεκριμένα εδώ στον όμορφο πολιτιστικό πυρήνα της Αγλαντζάς. Μουσική, τέχνη, δημιουργία, εμπειρίες για όλους. 3 μέρες γεμάτες live συναυλίες με καλλιτέχνες από Κύπρο και εξωτερικό. Ανοιχτή εκθέση ακορντεόν και τεχνική υποστήριξη. Σεμινάρια και εργαστήρια για όλους. Open stage, εκθέσεις και δημιουργικές δράσεις. Pop-up market, φαγητό και ποτό. Προπόληση εισιτηρίων μέσω sold out tickets στην είσοδο του φεστιβάλ. Περισσότερες πληροφορίες cyprusaccordeonfestival.com ή 99 17 17 52, υπό τη στήριξη του Υπουργείου Πολιτισμού. Χορηγός επικοινωνίας RIC.